Welcome to our training on infectious materials transportation. Infectious substances are materials that are known or suspected to contain a pathogen. By definition, infectious substances consist of microorganisms and include bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungi, and other agents that can cause disease in humans or animals. Infectious substances are referred to as Division 6.2 materials for all modes of transportation and by the United States Postal Service. These substances are transported thousands of times every day without mishap, but mismanagement of these materials can lead to sickness and death for those affected. So what are these Division 6.2 materials and why are they being transported? They are any biological tissue or fluid that may be contaminated with biological pathogens, microorganisms like viruses and bacteria that can make us sick. Blood and tissue samples are sent to laboratories for analysis. Cultures of the pathogens themselves are shared by researchers seeking cures. And contaminated equipment and waste is shipped off for sterilization prior to repair or disposal. All of these activities involve the transportation of potentially infectious materials. The potential hazards posed by the transportation of infectious or potentially infectious materials are controlled through regulations that impose classification, packaging, marking, labeling, documentation, and other requirements on shippers and carriers. These regulations all have one purpose: to protect people from accidental contact with potentially infectious materials. After completing this training, you should know how to identify infectious materials, the differences among Division 6.2 materials, and how to ship each type of infectious material in the U.S. by the three primary modes of transportation: ground, air, and the U.S. Postal Service.